Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jody. I'm a holistic intuitive health coach, and right now we are talking all about how to induce healthy weight loss from a place of integrity with your body, with your body's natural way of working, and with food, and really focusing on a nourishing plant-based diet and just understanding how this works so that this isn't difficult, this doesn't seem out of reach, but you know the tools and the mechanisms of how your body is working and responding to what you're doing so that it's very clear and it makes sense and you have certainty over the power that you do have to live in a body that feels good and that feels light and healthy and clear and clean inside, okay? So I'm gonna go in a little bit different direction on this video today and talk to you a little bit more about your human design and how that influences decisions with food and weight loss, okay? So it doesn't matter what human design type you are, like your basic energy type. For all of us, you're not going to get out of the fact that we are designed, we're talking about design and living in a way where your energy flows most naturally. We're all designed to run off of plants the most, okay? So there's no such thing as, well, I am this kind of generator, and so I need to eat a lot of meat. I mean, no, that's just not how it is. Like, we all have a liver, we all have digestive systems, we all have adrenal glands. They all need carbohydrates the most. Your brain needs glucose the most, okay? That's how it is. That's how God built us. That's how we are made. We are designed to thrive. So there's that, okay? But within that, like, there's still some things that you have that are unique to you and unique to your energy type that are going to matter. And so what I've been talking about is like what actually matters when we want to change our shape or we want to release weight in a way that's like, oh, this is how this works. Well, one of those big ways is that you have to be true to who you are. And human design is such a great tool to give you that insight and that awareness to who am I really, and how does my energy actually flow the most naturally, and how am I designed to take in energy, food, information in a way that fits me, that feels like a yes, that feels natural, when we've been told so many things that we're wrong or we do it this way, we're wrong or we do it that way. And it's really easy to let clarity go out the window with all of these things and all of these diets and like different people saying different things constantly all the time, and to trust yourself. So ultimately, if you could just trust yourself, then you would find your way, right? But the human design information and protocols, or maybe it's not protocols, but just like what we know from that field is so helpful. So I want to give you a couple tips on this. Can speak to why, again, different people have different things that work for them, and you can't just watch somebody else and figure out what's going to work for you. Like, you literally cannot do that. And a lot of that has to do with this who they are, what do they know, and how do things work for them. And it's not going to be the same for you, and it doesn't have to be the same for you. And like, the sooner that we can all look at this and be like, oh, thank God I can just do it my way, the more freedom we're going to have, the more peace we're going to have, and the better results we're going to have, because there isn't pressure and we're not forcing ourselves to be something we aren't, or to do food in a way that is not natural to us, okay? So I will start with myself because I am what I am. So I'm a manifesting generator. So I'm just going to use generators together in this example so this video doesn't become really, really long like my videos tend to be. So generators, defined sacral. Sacral is about desire, right? So we're thinking about food and we're thinking about like what we want to consume, we want to eat. But if we live in a mentality about dieting, then we're told all these things like you can't eat that. or that's wrong, or do this, that's better than that. Well, that's fine, but that's so limiting. And like I said, there truly isn't a way of eating that you can do right. Like there just isn't. So we have to stop looking for that, and we have to just be where we are in each day, even at each meal, right? In each moment. And there's like a hallmark characteristic about manifesting generators, that we just like change our mind a lot, and we like all different kinds of things, and we have all these multiple interests. True, right? If any of you guys are MGs, like tell me below. So this just reflects so truly for me with food, where like you could not get me to follow a kind of plan or diet that was like, on Monday you can eat these foods, and Tuesday you have to have this recipe, or even to choose from like a very limited, like 3 different options. I'd be like, no, like I don't know if I'm gonna want to do that. What if I want to do what I want to do? So for me, like there's themes, and I eat like all the plants, but I don't know if I want to have a smoothie tomorrow, or I don't know if I want to eat at 8 a.m. or 1 p.m. for my first meal tomorrow. I don't know if I want to eat apples or eat like a banana and strawberries. Like I'm giving you all healthy examples because these are things that I actually do. But like even in that small way, I want you to think about what it feels like if someone were to tell you, like imagine you're me and someone said, okay, you're going on this plant-based diet, or you're going to go on this healthy weight loss protocol, and or just like following these ideas of what helps the body to release weight. Even the things I've been saying, but I really want to do this video for you guys so that you can feel safe knowing I'm not going to make you do anything. I mean, I can't, but I'm not going to put you on a plan. In fact, I'm going to say there is no plan, and you are going to feel your way with what your new understandings are and learnings are, what actually is going to feel right and like a yes, and like you want to be doing it for you. And that's what we're doing over these 3 weeks or these 21 days together in the Tip the Scale Sessions course. And I'm so excited about it because like this is everything I always wanted to know. Like I want to know what's actually causing the results or lack of results. And also it has to be able to be fun. It has to be able to be something that I want to do for like my life. And I can't feel like someone's telling me to do something that I don't want to do. Okay? Because put an amen below if you hate being told what to do, especially if it's something that you hate doing. Like, no, we're not doing that. Like, the base core feeling of you in your healthy, lightened up body is like ease and peace and relief and like, oh yeah, this is just, I just eat this, you know? I just eat this way, and I like eating this way, and it's so fun, and I love the way that I eat, and I don't want to change. I don't need to change because I'm getting results. I'm feeling better, and I like what I'm doing. Like that's how you win at this game. So as an MG, I just don't know, okay? I can't meal prep. I can't meal plan. I don't want to make 10 cups of some soup that I have to eat the whole week. Like maybe I want to, but maybe I want to eat 5 different things with it, okay? So that's just one little example. Maybe that's not you at all, because that's a characteristic very, very much true of manifesting generators. But let's go into generators. But this also still includes MGs. Our gut response. Like you don't say to yourself as a generator that's defined, what do you want for dinner? Because our sacral is like, I don't have human language, right? It's like a guttural instinct. So the only answers it can give you is yes or no. So like when I'm making myself dinner, like I never know what I'm making until I'm making it. So I just like look in my fridge, this is part of my like crazy healthy plant-based person method that I teach in my Fueled and Focus course. So I can teach you like methods of how to fill things in, but part of it is instinctual, and you can use this too if you are defined in your sacral to like look at something and give yourself options. Like in the mornings, for example, do you want a smoothie? I'm like asking myself this without knowing I'm asking myself this. What do I want? Do I want this? No. It just feels like, It just feels like, no. You guys, I hope this is helping you. Versus, like today, okay, so here's a good example. Like I love doing a green juice or a celery juice of some kind. And I love working out in the morning. I like working out on an empty stomach. But today, like this internet person was coming, and so I was like so hungry, like I knew I had to eat something. So I did my celery juice. The kids went to daycare, and then I was gonna make a smoothie, but my body was like, But why? Because like I knew that I also had an intention of going to work out, and if I consume a smoothie that had that many like things in it, or that it was that big, basically, I would feel heavier, not lighter. And for me, I have optimal workouts when I have a really light stomach or nothing in there at all. I just was so hungry, like I had to eat something. So I was like looking around my kitchen, and I'm like, do you want apples? No. Do you want a banana? No. Do you want oranges? No. Pears? Yes, pears. So I ate 2 pears. That was the perfect amount of like pre-workout, and did my workout, and then I had a smoothie later, right? And so again, like don't take this as, okay, well you wake up and then you have a green juice, and then you have 2 pears, and then you work out, and then you have a smoothie. Like maybe, but maybe not. And like there's just no hard and fast way to say these things are always going to be the way, okay? So there's freedom in this, right? But part of it's knowing your energy. So just if you are defined sacral, I want you guys to use it to be called towards your foods, to be called towards healthy options. So you have to have the healthy options in your home. You have to know what we're doing and looking for, which I will teach you in specifics in the Tip the Scale Sessions group course, but in general, it's fruits and vegetables as core, like plants build the diet in all ways. So do I want pasta tonight? Oh yeah, okay, well then what are you gonna use to make it, right? Things like that. So you don't need to make yourself have a salad if it just doesn't sound good, right? Like if you feel like having something warm, your gut will tell you that, okay? So that's where I'm gonna leave this. Now, for all the types, I just want to say you get to have desire too. Like even if you don't have a defined sacral, you still get to like eat things you want to eat that you like to consume, okay? It's just very much more loud and part of our decision-making process as generator types, okay? So manifestors. Manifestors, okay, I like manifestors with food so much because they have this like one really strong ability that I believe that everybody can have. It's just maybe not as innately known to your own power yet. But here's what it is. So manifestors, basically you are like declaring the food to be this certain way that it works for you. Okay. So like you're just powerful. I want to eat this, so I'm going to eat that and it's going to be good for me. Like use this to your advantage in your life. I still believe it's always a great idea to eat whole foods, real foods, healthy foods, but you do have this like really strong, powerful energy that you're like dictating how things are and respond to you. So if you're like, I'm gonna eat these chips, and it's fine. So it is. I have a friend whose daughter is a manifestor, and I did not know this other than observing her when she came to a dinner party with our families. And they were telling me like, oh yeah, she just told us, and she's little, that she's gonna become vegan. And I was like, oh, she must be a manifestor, because she was like very certain, very clear. And I was like, well, then you should let her. And they were, and she was. And then I later talked to her not that long ago, and she is not a vegan anymore. She was gonna have a hamburger for dinner. And so like it's that clarity. It's that like certainty in yourself, that trust in yourself that you know the answers that are right for you, okay? And what else? Projectors. What I would say the most about projectors is you need to feed your energy. Like you need a consistent food intake at least every few hours, right? Because you have the open sacral, and food is literally your energy source. So in order for you to continue to move through your day and to have enough energy to do everything you're doing, then you don't have that built-in defined sacral, which is like a battery. So you need the food. So make sure that it is beautiful food, clean food, true fuel for food. Because if it is your energy, if it is your fuel, then you really want to choose foods that are real, that are actually fuel. Does that make sense? Okay. And then reflectors, you're just all open. So there's just more of a need for like clean foods, purifying your foods, and just like kind of stepping back and not being in everyone else's energy and their feelings and desires around food, because yours are your own and you're going to reflect back to whoever you're with. Okay. All right. So all of this to say, even if you don't know your human design, we're going to go into it in the course. And, but these are big reasons that we do food differently and we have different outcomes. Okay. It's how we work. It's how we roll. It's who we are. And when you can let yourself be who you are and not judge it and not make it wrong, you're going to get ahead way faster. Okay. So I have to let myself not know what I'm going to eat meal to meal, day to day. I have to love this about me, that I just wing it, sort of, and that I have like a pretty big appetite when I do get hungry, and then I can't compare myself to other people, because that would be pointless, because I can only be me. So all of this stuff really matters, especially when we're talking about releasing weight, because it can never be a diet. So that means it can't, even the way that you consume food, the times of day you consume food, the judgment about this health food versus that health food being better or wrong or good or bad, that all has to go, you guys. And so this is what you get when you understand all these moving parts, and you can come home to understanding that like there is a way that your body works the best with real foods. And there is a way that your energy flows with the most ease. And some of those things are going to always be true for you for your whole life. And then some of those things are going to ebb and flow and change, and all of it's okay. And there's things that influence, this in our lifestyle, like even pregnancy or post-pregnancy or, like stress. And so we have to have this awareness and like take it in and see it, and then give ourselves permission. So it's about giving ourselves permission to do health our way, and to include in that health that allows weight loss, and to take away any stigma that's saying like, well, my desire to lose weight is vain or bad, or I should just be fine with how this is. Like, no, like let's not settle. Let's really care for our bodies. Let's really care about how we feel, and care about how we work, how we tick, and to make it perfect that we are the way we are, and we don't need to do anything like anyone else. So this is why I do not make what I eat in a day videos, because if I do make those, it will be under the influence of this is what I'm doing and this is why it works for me. And you might take these parts, but these other parts don't take. Okay? Like that, if you guys watch YouTube videos, they're like, this is what I eat in a day. Like just watch it for entertainment if you want, or you can watch it from an observer effect and look at, oh wow, like I wonder why that works for that person. Because probably they're healthy and they're showing you what they're doing, right? So I can watch those and guess like what energy type people are, and I can and they say things like that I'm eating these foods because I like them, or they believe in them, right? They certainly believe in the foods that they're consuming because they're showing it off to people on the internet. So like you won't ever see me having eggs for breakfast because I'd be like, I feel like that's harmful information for people because eggs feed these root causes of disease, and I'm not going to be part of an influence of that, right? So all I want to do is give you your power and tell you, how does the human body work? How does your energy work? Here's the control buttons. Let's do this and let's get what we want, okay? So if you guys know your human design, if you don't know, you can go to myhumandesign.com and check it out. I'm actually taking the Human Design Reader course under Jenna Zoe, and I've been studying all the digestive stuff for years. So I do include it in my coaching and teaching. So we will have an aspect of that in the Tip the Scale sessions, work together. And if you want to add on a one-to-one session with me, just let me know, because then we can go into your unique digestive profiles, which will tell you very, very, very specifically exactly how to eat, the environments to eat, and the way to eat that your body's gonna be like, yep, that's the best way that you could ever do it for me. Okay, so I will talk to you guys next time, and click the like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Bye.